Commitment to excellence was the phrase Al Davis lived by. He was willing to take chances on coaches and players no one else wanted and groom them to perform in the Raider way. Former safety George Atkinson was stunned when he got the call this morning.
Got a call from Mark. It was around 5, and let me know that his father passed, and like, wait a minute. It hit me. Mr. Davis, it was a shock.
Just win, baby, was the Raiders' slogan, and his players knew that Al would accept nothing less.
He loved football. I mean, he just loved it. I mean, he'd be out on the field, out at practice during the week, and you know, Fred Biletnikoff would have some tempered displays, and Al would be over there just shaking his head, and I'd go by him, and he'd go, young man, he just wants to win more than I do, right? And that was Al.
Hall of Fame center Jim Otto, like everyone we talk with today, is still trying to process the fact that Al Davis is no longer with us.
Mr. Davis has been so loyal to so many people and so helpful to so many people that, you know, one does not think that that's ever going to end. And yes, indeed it has.
All three of these former players said there will never be another Al Davis.
Everybody will always remember him. There's only one guy like him.
Coming off the field after the game, going to the locker room and seeing Mr. Davis there with a smile on his face and giving you a handshake, that handshake was very valuable.
You know, he's a great football mind, and I'm pretty sure that was with him till he died.
And don't ever forget that the flame in the offseason that burns brightest is the will to win, commitment to excellence, pride and poise, and just win, baby. That's right.
From John Madden to John Gruden, all the way to Hugh Jackson, whether they were winning Super Bowls or losing year after year, Al Davis believed in the greatness of the Raiders to the very end.
We'll get this thing straightened out. You'll be proud to wear that silver and black like you are now.
No team in sports was more of a reflection of its owner than Al Davis with the Oakland Raiders. Al Davis helped alter every aspect of pro football, strategically with the vertical passing game, socially giving minorities a chance in the NFL. He was the Raiders, and his favorite phrase will always be remembered.
Just win, baby.
Al Davis was born on July 4th, 1929, raised in Brooklyn, graduated from Syracuse in 1950, where he was cut from the varsity football team. He began coaching in college, including a stint at USC. His pro career began in the American Football League with the Los Angeles Chargers in 1960. In 1963, at age 33, Davis became head coach and general manager of the Oakland Raiders. He took a losing team and quickly turned it around. In 1966, Davis was named the AFL commissioner and helped force the historic merger with the NFL. When Pete Rozelle was named commissioner of the combined leagues, Davis went back to the Raiders. With Davis in control as the managing general partner, the Raiders won 13 division championships and 3 Super Bowls from 1967 to 1985. Those were the glory years, featuring greats like Kenny Stabler, Dave Casper, and Marcus Allen. The Silver and Black claimed the title Team of the Decades.
I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports.
Davis was an innovator. He hired the first Hispanic head coach in Tom Flores and the first African-American head coach in Art Shell.
The Raiders did become a proving ground for great players of minorities. I think it was just an evolution of equity and fairness, and we hope that that's one legacy we leave.
In 1969, Davis took a chance on a little-known linebackers coach, naming John Madden head coach at the age of 32, youngest in the NFL. Davis also took a chance on an older player, George Blanda, who continued to play into his late 40s. There was Bo Jackson, the first in the modern era to excel in 2 pro sports, football and baseball. Davis also left a legacy in the courtroom, moving the team to Los Angeles in 1982 after a 2-year legal battle. In 1995, Davis moved the team back to Oakland. That brought about multiple lawsuits involving LA, Oakland, and the NFL. Davis also was involved with suits against the city of Oakland over the sale of Raider tickets and seat licenses. The team finally got control of ticket sales in 2005. After years of switching coaches and after 3 straight losing seasons, Al took a back-to-the-future approach in '06. rehiring Art Shell as head coach. Yes, the same coach he fired 12 years earlier.
From now on, the Raiders are the most trusted name in sports.
But rather than trusted, the Raiders would become arguably the most dysfunctional name in pro sports. Shell lasted just one season in his second sideline stint. On January 23, 2007, Davis shocked the critics yet again when he named 31-year-old Lane Kiffin as the team's 15th head coach.
The youngest in professional football. But you don't have to be old to be great.
I will bring an explosive, powerful offense to this franchise. We will utilize our skilled players.
That never happened. Randy Moss was dealt to New England. High-priced free agents failed to deliver under Kiffin's tutelage. After posting 5 wins in 20 games, Davis fired Kiffin in 2008. What followed was a contentious war of words.
The lying that had been going on for weeks and months and a year and time.
A number of lies. It was very hurtful, and it was tough to stomach.
Al Davis ruled the Raiders through literally the best of times and the worst of times. Love him or hate him, Davis was an icon, truly one of a kind.